Hey guys, it's me, Wilson, and we're back with another video, and we're here for round 2 of F1 Esports Challengers. And as you can see, it is Bahrain. This is straight after China. As I said, I think I said in the last video, I'm splitting up the races, so I'm not doing it all in one video. I'm doing it as like round 1, round 2. But this is the same event. This is literally 5-10 minutes after China happened. And if you've watched that already, I won't spoil anything, but I'd assume you've watched that before this one. It didn't go amazing. So really trying to fix the mindset here. I quite like in the sense that there's a race straight away. Because when you have a bad race, you usually want it to come, the next race to come very quickly. So, and that's what happens here. So we have a very good chance to redeem ourselves straight after the other one. So I quite like it, trying to get back into a right mindset after being pretty pissed off with China. But if you don't know this format, it's actually one shot second race. So we don't have an 18-minute session. We have one lap. Everyone starts their lap at the same time. On the track, you just can't see them. And you have one lap to do it. The track isn't in great condition, and it's pretty nuts. You kind of just need to adapt very quickly to the grip, new setup, new tires. And yeah, sorry for the screen being a bit choppy. This happens to my stream. I don't know why. If anyone knows a fix, feel free to let me know. It happens in the menus. I don't know why. But nevertheless, Bahrain, the one-shot pace actually looked a lot better than the China pace. The China pace wasn't bad. We just messed up. But Bahrain, I was a lot more confident at than China, which is a surprise considering I usually hate this track. But nevertheless, let's take you around a lap of China. So a lot of pressure here going into turn 1. We cannot make any major mistakes. But going down to turn 1, rattling down at 200 miles an hour, brake just before the 100-meter board, down to 3rd gear. Really try and hit this curb, but just miss it at the same time. Up to 4th gear, up to 5th, and then using all the road on the exit. Really decent first few corners there for us. Coming up to turn 4 now, very easy to lose the back end. Down to 4th gear, down to 3rd, which is a lot lower than most people, up to 4th, and then using all the exit curb here as well. It's a low 0.6 split. 3rd gear, keep it in 6th gear, use these curves to rotate your car. We did not do that one very nicely. We nearly go wide, losing a lot of minimum speed. Here we drift as well, so we've lost at least a tenth and a half to that little section there. Coming out down to this downhill left, I knew people would mess up here, so we just need to nail it, and we do it pretty fine for the real thing. Opening DRS and down this back straight. It's looking like a decent lap. I think in the dashboard there it says P3, so it's not looking too bad. Here, brake just before the 50, down to 4th gear. Use this curb to rotate your car. We do that pretty nicely, and it's looking pretty good. Still P3 in the dashboard. Do this long right. Pretty easy to lose the back end if you do it wrong. And then to the penultimate corner. Down to 3rd gear, using this curve to rotate your car again, up to 5th, and it's a low 0.3 split. We're not on for a bad lap, still P3 in the dash, and now it's this last corner, very easy to invalidate on the exit, so we're going to try and set up the exit as nicely as we can. 4th gear, hit that curve to rotate the car again, use all the exit curve, up to 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear, open the DRS, and it looks like it's been a pretty good lap. It's a 25.4. And it was not a bad lap at all. And from what I remember, I'm pretty sure this was P2. It is, as you can see in the dash there. And I'm pretty sure you can see I was aware of that. And just for confirmation, it was P2. We're behind John Evans, ahead of Kanakinchi. And a few people invalidated, a few people messed up. And that's the beauty of one shot. Because when you get it right, you love it, but when you get it wrong, you hate it. So very happy. Really nice redemption after China went completely wrong, and I'll take that any day of the week because it really switches the mindset and gets you motivated again after a tough qualifying session. But nevertheless, again, 25% race, so it's a pretty short sprint. Esports used to be 25% races before they switched to 35.
I want a clean race.
So as you can see, soft, medium, just the usual strat. Medium soft might be pretty powerful here, so we might have to watch out for all strat runners. I was pretty wary of that in the back of my mind. But yeah, we just have to wait and see. One lap of fuel, which I quickly realised was just a little bit too much. I just wanted to be safe. I think we could have went with like half lap, but I don't think it makes too much of a difference. But yeah, as you can see, we have John Evans ahead of us, which I was pretty happy with. I know he's not going to do anything stupid, and we practiced quite a lot together, so I knew it was going to be a pretty straightforward race if we could stay in second as pretty good friends. So it'd be pretty easy just to take it home in a P2, and honestly, I'd be happy with that considering how badly China went. But formation lap starting, but now we get the proper thing. We're 4 red lights, 5 red lights. and away we go. It's a very long hold, but it looks like people around us get a lot better starts than us. We drop 2 positions back. We're now down to 4th place. It's gone horribly wrong. I just need to hold my position here, try and not get overtaken by anymore. We've got a car on our inside. I think that's Flores Flowers. They're going 3 wide as the stream lags majorly, and we get back up into P3, so it's not completely gone wrong. But Samuel Bean has overtaken us. He's trying to move in John Evans, but it does not look like it's going to work. We break fairly early, and Can Akinci goes into the back of us. That looks like he's going to lose his wing. It's all gone wrong for Can, poor guy. Again, poor guy. I did not mean to brake earlier. I just did not want to hit the back of Samuel Bean. I'm sure you can understand. But yeah, it is a pretty hectic start. We managed to get 3rd place, but I don't know what happened with Samuel Bean there. I think he started 4th. I heard his lights actually went out earlier than us, so that's great. But yeah, pretty poor start overall anyway. But we skipped to lap 4 as pretty much nothing happened. 25% race. Everyone's still trying to get into the groove of it. Things will start happening at the end. But we're missing this exit curb, just trying to stay off it. But as you can see, we look behind us, and 2 cars actually pit lap 4. And our pit laps were 5 and 6. I told my engineer Jordan that we're going to do 5 and 6. So we'll see what it goes. I think now we're going to do 5, obviously, to cover this undercut. But from my mind, the undercut wasn't really that powerful, so I was pretty confident we could keep our pace, but I'm pretty sure they're draining everything, and at this point I don't feel like we're going quick enough. We are 2 tenths up in all softs. You can see sliding through the penultimate corner, and these rear tires really starting to give way. We are using a lot of ERS, down to 40%, which it's not like we're not using, but I think, in all honesty, the people who pit earlier, they've used a lot more than us. So we come into the pits, and let's see if we can just nail it on the head here. Try not to speed, as it is a pretty sketchy pit lane as Tom goes fastest. He's going long. He did mess up his qualifying, so he may as well do the opposite to everyone. And thankfully, we have the Esports pit lane where you cannot get held. So we wait for the green light, release the clutch, and it wasn't too bad. We did not get held. Let's see where they come out. So look in the bottom left, you see that? I think that's Aston Martin, Alpine, and a Mercedes. You got to keep your eye on them. They're the people we're looking at. We come out the pits. Can we come out ahead of any of them? Are we going to get overtaken by all of them? We get overtaken by the Aston Martin. Can we get the Alpine? It doesn't look like it. And we actually get undercut by 2 cars. And at this point, I'm sure you can imagine I'm very angry. But Flores Flowers gets a horrible exit out of turn 2. Can we make it? Can we capitalise on Flores' mistake? Trying to go round the outside, and it looks like we're going to make nothing of it. Trying to switch back. But he parks on the apex very nicely. And at this point in time, I am furious. I may not show it really on stream or on the camera in the bottom right, but I am very angry. We got absolutely done over in China, and now we've just been undercut after starting P2, and now we're net P5. So it's just going bad from bad to worse this first event. But we've still got, I think that's 6 laps remaining. So all can be done here as Flores makes a move in Primoz, and you can see just for a split second there, both their lights were actually flashing, which indicates to me they've got very low ERS. You can see in the bottom right hand side, just next to my face, we're in 40-50%, and again they're flashing again, which shows they're very low. And through here we're just getting extremely close. Our race pace was very good at Bahrain, and compared to others it looked very strong. So here you can see turning it on, he's not using his as he's having to save. He's in recovery mode at this point. We're going to try and set up this exit, 3rd gear up to 5th, not using that exit curb, blasting the RS, staying the slipstream, opening the RS. He's got it as well, so it's going to minimise the effect that we have, but we're still going to be gaining on. His red light is flashing. We're not just yet. We're down to 10% early. He's slamming the brakes. 100-metre board. He's going to defend it round the outside. Is he going to hold it round the exit of turn 2? And no, he does not. He actually backs out, and fair enough. I don't blame him. I guess he's just trying to damage limitation, as he knew it was not a fight worth fighting. But now our next target is Flores Virus, and as you can see, his lights flashing as well, and we're already back up to 40% ERS, so our race pace is looking extremely strong here, managing to save the RS very well. But now we're setting up our next victim, 5th gear on the exit of the last corner, blasting the ERS. He weaves a little bit, and I can't tell if this was him indicating that he was going to let us by. It actually was him indicating that he was going to let us by, so I was extremely shocked by that actually. And if you're watching this, Flores, thank you very much. Very smart from Flores not to fight it. I think he knew that it wasn't his battle, and yeah, it made our life a lot easier. As you can see, I weave to say thank you, and yeah, that made our life a lot easier. But next up is Samuel. We know he's very good at this track, and it's going to be a lot difficult, a lot more difficult than the other drivers. As one, he's on the same lap old tyres on us, and 2, he's got the DRS off John. But moving on to the last lap, you can see they're both getting squirrely out of that last corner there. Is Samuel Bean going to try and make a move on John Evans? They're going very far to the right. Samuel Bean diving it down the inside of John Evans. Can he make anything of it? They're banging wheels. And honestly, in my head, I'm hoping they crash for the sake of my race. But let's see what happens. Is John Evans going to go back at Samuel Bean? His light is still flashing even after the braking zone, which again indicates to me he's extremely low in ERS. Coming out of turn 4 now. Can we make anything of it? John Evans really struggling after leading the whole race. It's a massive disadvantage on tyres and DRS, so this could be our time to pounce. I do not want to mess anything up. I don't think we're in the place to take any risks after what happened in round 1. We just need to score some solid points and solidify P3. But if P2 is up for grabs, we'll take it. Can we get a good run out of this double left? We're going to try and set up the exit. We know John's very good out of this corner, but it looks like we're going to make nothing of it. The gap is 3/10s exit this corner. We dart to the left a little bit, just try and show our nose, just try anything to see if John will make a mistake. This next corner, can we get a good run? This is probably one of our best corners on the track. Do we get anything, John? Dirty air is really starting to affect us. We're in the low 3/10s at this moment through the penultimate corner, trying to see if we can make anything of it. And at this point, it looks like it's starting to fade away. We're blasting the ERS, so is everyone. His light is flashing. We have a little bit more than him, but it looks like nothing is going to happen. Through the final corner now, and through this last corner, it looks like nothing's going to happen. The gap behind is 7/10s, the gap ahead is 4/10s, and John puts in the wall, finishing fashionably, and it looks like we are going to finish in P3. Not a bad race. I feel like if we didn't get undercut by Flores and who was it? It was the other Aston Martin, Primoz, who actually finished 12th. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he crashed or something. But yeah, if we didn't get undercut by them, and we had more ERS, I feel like we might have had a chance to get John. As you saw, he was struggling a lot then. And if we had maybe 50%, it would have been possible, or it would have maybe even been possible to force Samuel Bean to go for an overtake, and then something might have been able to happen there. That's racing, these things happen. A bit of a mistake on our end, and I think on the in-lap where they were undercutting us, we just didn't push enough, the front pack at least. And I don't think John and Samuel Bean were that worried about an undercut, whereas obviously we were, because we were the last one in that top train. But yeah, these things happen. We'll take a P3. Considering how bad China went, we really can't complain. But yeah, as I said, these things happen. And the standings, I can confirm. I don't have them on screen. I can confirm we're fifth in the standings. I think it's with
I don't think it was the desired event, but considering how bad China
the whole
went,
top 6 is very close. I think Tom is fairly far ahead. He's on 33 points. We're 19, and I think the next person's like 28 in second. But 19 points, considering, as I said, considering how bad China went, it could be so much worse. If this race went bad, we would be so far down. So,
but then they all made it easy.
We just need to refocus, regroup for the next event 2, Imola and Portimao, which is going to be interesting. Never raced in Imola on this game. A few people have, a few of them, challengers, so that'll be a new experience, and I'm looking forward to it. If you guys have enjoyed this video and have enjoyed China, please subscribe. It means a lot. I'll be uploading all these videos throughout the next 2-3 months, and hopefully there's a video on Thursday as well of PSGL Britain. As long as that goes well, I hope you guys can enjoy that. But if you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.